In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to go ahead and get yourself an M4 competition in the next 2 to 3 months. So, starting off really quickly, this is kind of a bit of how it is for me now, right? This is one of my stores right here, $12,564 in around 30 days. I have a high-rise apartment. I'm able to travel whenever I want, and then this is kind of just a picture of me inside the car to let you guys know, like, this is my car. But before, like maybe a lot of you guys, I used to play hockey, and that was all I did every day, all day, every day. My entire life surrounded around playing hockey. I used to drive an Infiniti G35. It was like a 2003 or 2004. Had like 200,000 miles. And I was just working a job. Like this is a picture here. I was working at like GNC for like $15 an hour. And I remember when my boss wasn't there and it was only me in the store, I would just like put on hockey and just watch hockey games like on the screen at work. But I was kind of in the same position as a lot of you guys are in right now. And in just a few months, I've been able to change my life completely. Now it's been a little over a year, but in a few months I was able to, once I stuck with the consistent pattern and had consistent habits to get the results that I wanted to, I was again starting to get the results that I want to and make the changes in my life and get the results that I have now. So again, in this video I'm going to show you guys how you can go ahead and copy me exactly on how you can do the exact same thing. So let's go over here on the side, and I'm going to start off with, first thing that you need to do is I'm just going to pick something. So what I mean by pick something is pick some sort of a business model or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Just pick something that you can do that you can scale and make a ton of money with. There's tons of different things out there online, right? You have SMA, right? Jesus. You have e-commerce, if I could write. You got e-com. What else you got? You got Amazon FBA. I'll just do Amazon. There's so many different business models out there on YouTube that you can go and find and learn about these different business models. And all you genuinely have to do is just pick one of these that kind of pique your interest. So maybe do a little bit of research and see, okay, which one do I enjoy? Which one can I see myself doing? Right? Because if you're running an SMA, you're going to have to reach out to people and talk to people and stuff like that. For me, I didn't really enjoy talking to people, getting on sales calls and cold calling, all these types of things. I didn't enjoy that. So for me, I chose e-commerce, right? But for a lot of you guys that can maybe actually speak to people and are kind of like well-spoken, charismatic, that type of thing, then you can go ahead and pick something like SMA or something that is in that space. Maybe you want to go ahead and do sales, right? So there's a lot of things that you can go ahead and do. You genuinely just have to go and pick one that you think that you want to do and think that you're actually good at, do some research on it, and then get started, right? So once, say you decide that, okay, I'm going to pick one of these business models and I'm going to stick with it now. So the next thing that I want to go ahead and talk about is actually, it's called the path, right? And when I talk about this is essentially just your entrepreneurship journey in whatever business model you are doing. So say you're going to go ahead and pick e-commerce just like I did, right? This will be the e-commerce path. And what it looks like is it's pretty much just a road, right? It comes down, or let's do this sideways actually, so we can just see it all at once. So there's this road right here, right? And down the road, I'll do the lines too, right? Down the road, as you keep going further down the road, you will make more money. So let's do some dollar signs right here, right? Dollar sign here, dollar sign here, dollar sign here. So we'll do like 3 at the end. So like as you keep going down the path, you will make more money, right? And also what you will do is, I'm gonna go ahead and do this maybe in like purple or something. So you're also, I'm gonna explain this in just a second what the purple is. I'm gonna do it right here too. Let me fill that in. Okay, so you're making money and the purple is your skill. So let's actually write this down too. So you got skill, and then we have money. So, or you guys can understand what that is. So with your entrepreneurship path, the journey, you have money and you have skill. And as you go along this path, you will start to increase in both of these. The only issue with a lot of people, what they do is, let's say this is little Timmy right here, right? Timmy wants to start doing e-commerce and he's going to start going down the path. What a lot of people do, what the normal Timmy goes ahead and does is they start going along the path, right? And 2 months down the line, they haven't reached this part yet where they have earned enough skill to make a certain amount of money, they just go ahead and say, this isn't for me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to stray off the path and I'm going to go find a new path, right? And say this is the SMA path, right? And it's the same thing where it's skills and money, right? But the thing is, what a lot of people do is they go on one path, they think, oh, this isn't for me, I haven't made any money yet, this doesn't work, let me go on a new path. And the thing is, they go down this path and they say, oh, this still isn't for me, let me go down another path. And they keep just moving from one to the next, to the next, to the next, and they never actually stick with anything. Whereas, let's say, I'm gonna go ahead and erase Timmy now. So let's get rid of Timmy and his path, his shitty path. Right? So let's say now this is Bobby, right? And Bobby doesn't care how long it's going to take him. He's just going to think, I'm going to go down this path forever. I'm just going to keep going down the path, no matter what. I don't care how long it takes, right? And the thing is, let's call this like 6 months. Let's call this 12 months. Let's call this 18 months, right? And Bobby over here goes, he stays on the path, maybe he trips and falls, right? Makes a mistake, kind of fumbles back a little bit. But the thing is, he stays on the path. He keeps going. And boom, he hits 6 months. He's now, because he's stuck on the path, he's been learning all these things and developing the skills to then get to this skill level where he actually makes money. And the reason why you make a certain amount of money once you get to a certain skill set is because your skill set then allows you to get the results that make a certain amount of money. Right, so say this is maybe like 5K a month, and then this is 10K a month, and then this is 25K a month, right? And as your skills keep increasing, your capability to make more money also increases, right? Because you have more skills now. So now say Bobby keeps going down the path, right? Oh, he fucks up again. Now he comes back down again, has a little setback, but he stays on the path because he doesn't care. He doesn't care how long it's going to take. He's going to stick with e-commerce for forever, right? So he gets right back on, keeps going, boom, hits 10K a month. Bobby doesn't go ahead and go, oh, I'm going to go do something else because this isn't working. Oh, I haven't made 50K a month yet. This isn't working. No, this works. And the thing is, though, once you kind of get to, like, realistically, once you kind of get to, like, the bottom skill level, like, the first little kind of, like, checkpoint, the first kind of, like, win, that's kind of when it gets into your head of, like, oh, shit, this actually works. Let me keep doing this, right? And then that's what kind of pushes you to get to the next kind of goal and to the next one. If you really think about it, all of these little checkpoints are just goals. But the thing is, the reason you're able to reach your goals is because your skill level keeps increasing as you keep going. But again, a lot of, like Timmy will go ahead, go down the path, stick it out for 2 months and go, this doesn't work, let me do something else. So again, you need to go ahead and actually pick something that you want to do, because if you don't pick something and you don't stick with it, you're never going to succeed, right? So let's say you go ahead and now, so kind of going back to how you can actually implement what we just talked about, right? Because you know you need to pick a business model, and then you know that you just need to stick with it, right? I pretty much, in the most like visual way possible explaining it, I told you guys that essentially just stick with whatever you're doing. So now let's go ahead and say that you're going to pick e-commerce. Let's dive into kind of like the more nitty gritty of how you can go ahead and get an M4 or M3, whatever you want. Right? So say we go ahead and pick e-commerce. Well, first thing that we need to do is I actually want to go ahead and explain kind of the funnel of how e-commerce kind of works, right? Because a lot of you guys might not understand kind of even what a funnel is. And actually, before we get to the funnel, let's go ahead. I'll just really quickly kind of explain how drop shipping works, right? So say this is your customer, right? And say this is your supplier, right? And then say this is you, right? Right? You have your store right here where you are selling whatever product it is. Your customer comes to you and gives you maybe, say you're selling a product for $50, right? And the thing is, your supplier charges you maybe $10 for that product, right? Shipped. So now you take this $50, you give $10 to your supplier, right? And now what will happen, your supplier will ship out the product to your customer, and you go ahead and you keep $40 in your pocket, right? That is basic dropshipping explained. Okay, so now that we kind of understand that, I don't want to dive too deep into that because we can just keep explaining forever. But now at the top of your funnel, on essentially how the funnel I created for my business, for my e-commerce store works, actually really quick, I keep pausing to show you guys. This is my store right here. From June 19th to July 19th, we've made $12,564, and this is all through organic content. I'll go ahead and hit a little refresh. So this works, right? And I'm gonna show you guys exactly the funnel that I use. to get the results like I just showed you right here. So at the top of your funnel is going to be traffic and attention. So I'm not going to write it out because that's a big word. So top of your funnel, we have traffic. This is essentially just getting people to see your product, getting people to see your store, and just getting people in the door, right? Imagine like a physical store on a busy street, all that traffic walking by the street, you just are trying to grab the most amount of people from that street into your store. That's essentially what traffic is. But again, we have an online store, so we need to get people onto our store. So first thing, we need to create traffic. And how can we create traffic? We can create traffic by either TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook ads. So there are other platforms that you can also kind of get traffic from, but I would say these are like the main ones to really focus on. So we have TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook ads. And essentially what you want to do, especially if you're a beginner, you want to mainly stick with TikTok and Instagram because these are going to be free ways. If you want to go Facebook ads, you're going to have to invest some money into it. So I highly recommend you guys go ahead and do TikTok and Instagram. So what I want to do really quickly is kind of show you guys a few examples of how you can create good TikToks for your product to actually go ahead and get sales. So I'm going to pull up one of my older stores that I used to run right here. So I'll really quick following, so it does follow me. So this is my store. This is my store from a couple years ago, actually. And you can see right here, I have tons of videos with thousands and thousands of views, some even millions right here. So I'll go ahead and play this video for you guys.
Stop sending me free double chin remover tools. Sorry about that, but why? My jawline is getting too sharp. We send you them because you like and share our videos. Then I'll stop.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of break down this video and essentially why this video went so viral and why it got so many views and why it was able to make me a ton of sales. So first sentence being, stop sending me free double chin remover tools. One, you can see the product being used in the video and you're seeing what the product actually is. So you see double chin remover tool, you see the product, and you immediately put those two and two together. Like, okay, that's what the product is. Now, why would someone not want this product for free anymore? People hear that and they just start thinking, like, why would they stop that?
Sending me free double chin remover tools. Sorry about.
Then we ask them why, right? We ask the customer, why do they not want it for free anymore?
That, but why? My jawline.
Then the next sentence goes, my jawline is getting too sharp. We're now telling everyone what the product actually does, right? So now we're talking about this tool, this double chin remover tool, and then we say, why do you not want it for free anymore? And then you say the jawline is getting too sharp, right? So that's a thing that a lot of people want.
And it's getting too sharp. We send you them.
And now what we do is we say we send them to you because you like and share videos. What this will do is get more views on the video, more traffic, because we're telling everyone to like and share our video if they want to enter for a free giveaway, essentially. And what I would do is every once in a while, I'd pick one person out of the comment section and then just message them and then send them a product for free. And the thing is, it made sense for me at the time to do that, because it would get me so much more views. So say it would cost me $25 to ship out the product to some random person for completely free. But the thing is, this video would make me $5,000 because of how many views it would get, right? So, and then the last kind of parts of the video is, then I'll stop, right? A little kind of just finisher to the end of the video. It doesn't really matter. This doesn't. But what I needed to do, actually, what I kind of messed up on is I should have said, I'd rather just buy it in your link in bio, something like that. Essentially, that would be a call to action on the video, telling people what they need to do if they want to go ahead and get a product for themselves as well. So that's kind of one of the things that I did mess up on. But so let's go ahead and go back to kind of the video breakdown. So we have kind of first part of your video is going to be your hook, right? And this is kind of the call out and just saying something to grab the attention of the viewer. Then once you have that, is going to be your body. And essentially what this part, what you'll talk about is kind of the about your product, what it does. And then after that, you want to have your CTA. Your body can also, again, be some sort of a giveaway, right? That way you're telling people, oh, click the like, share, comment button, whatever you want to do, just some sort of interaction. You want to get people to interact with your video, because if they interact on your video, TikTok and Instagram will see that, and the algorithm will then go ahead and push your video out to more people. Now, for the hook, how you can go ahead and create good hooks is essentially rage bait. So rage baiting content or weird shit, right? So by weird shit, I'll show you guys in a second what you can do for like weird things, like this video right here.
My son ordered your dumb acne mask. And now his acne is gone. And all the ladies love him now.
That's great, though.
They're banging in his room all the time now.
Right? So that entire video was kind of just like a very weird kind of conversation. But on top of that, also the visual behind on the screen, as you can see on the computer screen, is also kind of like a weird visual. People are like, what is going on? See, someone goes over here, bro, what? Whoa, what? Right? And someone else said, what's on the screen right here, right? So you want to get people to interact with your video, whether that be rage baiting or just something very weird, right? I even have this one as kind of like a rage bait. First sentence of the video goes, I'm starting to look like Lizzo. Everybody in the comments going, what did Lizzo do? What did Lizzo do? What is wrong with Lizzo? Essentially, I'm just calling Lizzo fat, which she is, right? But yeah, that's essentially what I would do in order to get a ton of people to actually like interact with my videos, get more views, and get more attention to get people to my store. Because if I can get people to my store, then I was going to make more sales. So let's go back to the funnel now. Now that we kind of have the traffic covered, right? We have all this attention, and on top of that, we have our CTA telling people what to do, right? So I'll just go link in bio, right? So we're telling everyone that the link is in our bio to go ahead and get this product. Now it's even easier with TikTok Shop because you could just attach the product to your video and start selling from there, right? But now we're getting all this traffic, and we're directing all of this traffic to your store, right? And now we need to make sure that we have a good store that people can trust, and with good reviews, good product images, and just a good looking store in general. So I'll go ahead and show you guys one of my stores right here and how you can go ahead and get one just like mine. So I'll click on view, and very quickly, the store that I'm currently running, I'm selling a product in Spain. So that is why everything is in Spanish. Don't mind it right now. I'm kind of testing some new things. That's why everything's in Spanish. That's why I'm selling in Spain. So I'll create another video on why I'm doing all of this. But this is the current product that I'm selling. You can see it has very good product images. It has also some videos of the product being used. And you can see there's a ton of reviews right here telling people that like this is something that a lot of people buy. Again, the store itself just looks very, very good. We also have a timer to kind of build some urgency on the store, make people think that they're going to miss out on some sort of sale, which this timer isn't actually real. We come down some more, you get some more videos of the product being used, come down even more, and then we have a bunch of reviews for people to read. So if you guys also want to go ahead and get a store just like this, I actually did use a software called storebuild.ai to build this product for me. So I'll go ahead and show you guys. So again, the link will be in the description of the video, and you guys can go ahead and get your store. All you need to do is go ahead and pick whatever niche you want to do. So say you want to do pet, and then you click on build my store. You'll then choose what theme you want, then you'll choose the color scheme that you want, and then it'll pretty much bring you to a sign up page for Shopify, and you get Shopify for $1 a month for 3 months. So essentially $3 to get started. So very, very cheap, very easy to get started. And once you do all of that, you will get a store just like this one. What I do recommend is once you do get into the store though, try and play around with it, try and mess with things, try and learn how to use Shopify. And by that, essentially just go down through everything in your store. Kind of, again, just click every button that you see and see what everything does. That way you're able to learn as you go on. Because what I see a lot of people do is they'll get their store and they immediately just go to YouTube and they start watching videos on how to do a bunch of different things, which is good. But what you need to do is also do it yourself. Because if you're not doing it yourself, you're not actually going to learn it. You learn the most when you're actually putting in like the work, putting in the action to learn, right? So again, if you do want to get a store, just like this one right here, go ahead and the first link in the description will be to that, to storebuild.ai. You can use that, build the store, and you'll be set. So that then brings us to sales, right? And essentially, how can we increase the amount that we're making per customer, right? So I'll write in sales right here, right? So now we have a ton of traffic coming to our store, right? Because we have a good video, because it has a good hook. We have some sort of a good body telling everyone what the store is about. You can even add in some sort of a giveaway to get even more interaction. And then after that, if you get, Jesus, I gotta slow down. If you have a good hook and you have a good body, then you'll have everyone stick to the end of the video, right? So everyone goes through here, they watch your body, and the thing is, like 90% of people will get to the CTA. So once you get to the CTA, you need to tell them how they can go ahead and get this product. Whether that be, if you're running TikTok Shop, click the button on the video right now to check out your product, right? Or click the link in our bio to check out our product. One or the other, however you want to do it. But you need to tell people what to do after the video, or else they're going to scroll. So say you have a good hook, you have a good body, and you have a good CTA set, telling everyone, click the link in our bio to check out the product, right? You get all these three things done. Once you get all these three things done, everyone's going to come to your store. Now that once they're on your store, because you use storebuild.ai, you have a pretty solid store, especially as a beginner. The thing is, what I see a lot of beginners, they create their stores and they just look like dog shit. Because you're using store build. It's a very, very good store right off the bat, and it can get even better as you keep going on with it, because you're learning how to use Shopify, and you can kind of build these like super, super custom stores. But again, if you're just starting, I highly recommend using store build. So now you have a very good store, tons of reviews, good product images, videos for the product, literally everything that you need. You have a trustworthy store. Now everyone's going to go ahead and actually buy. But now, how can we increase the amount of money that we make per customer? So I'm going to come over here to the right. So the way that we can increase the amount of money that we're making per customer is by a few things. One, kind of the biggest one in my opinion, is going to be increasing your average order value. And the way that you can do that is not by spending more money on ads. It's not by just dumping more money into your store, getting a better looking store. All this can be done by one simple little thing, and it's called bundles. So let me go ahead and open up my store again right here. As you can see, this is a bundle right here where we're telling everyone if they go ahead and buy 2, they'll get another one for free. And what you can do, there's a bunch of different kind of bundles that you guys can go ahead and do. You can do some sort of a buy one, get one 50% off, right? So I think I did that backwards. But right, buy one, get one 50% off, or maybe a buy 2, get one free, right? And the reason that this works is, say you have a customer over here, right? This is one customer. And one customer buys one product for $50. This one customer is worth $50 to you. But now, how can we turn this one customer into a customer that is worth $100? The way that we can do that is offering them the bundle, right? Say we tell them, if you go ahead and buy one, you'll get one 50% off. And again, saying your product is $50. They'll buy the one product and the other one is half off. So now that increases it to $75. So now, by not really spending any extra money or doing anything extra, just by telling them about this offer, we increase the value of our customer from $50 to then $75. And then you can run even another kind of offer where it's like a buy 2, get one free. And then that would increase your customer value to $100. So this same one customer can increase the amount of value drastically. Essentially, you're hitting a 2x. Imagine if you're gambling, right? Instead of that person giving you $50, they go ahead and give you $100. And there's a bunch of different variations of bundles that you can do. You can also do bundles with other products. You can do bundles with even higher end products. So what you can do is, say you have a product for $50, right? And say maybe it's like a little makeup kit, right? So let's just makeup. Don't worry about the spelling, right? Say your makeup kit is $50, and a customer is going to come on here. They're going to think, okay, I want to buy this makeup kit for $50, and they go ahead and they're going to go ahead and check out. But then you tell them, hey, or actually before I do that, say you have like a mega makeup kit, like with even more stuff, right? So I'll just do mega kit, right? And say that this product is, let's just say that you have it listed at maybe like $150, right? But say you're getting it for like $20, right? You also have to make sure you have good margins, right? But say you have this listed at $50. You say, hey, if you want, because you're buying this, if you buy one of these, you'll get this half off, right? So we essentially then cut this in half to $75. But they need to buy this in order to get this offer. They see that and they go, oh wow, this is $150, and because I'm buying this, I'm getting half off. Like, that's such a good deal. So now you're getting 50 plus 75. Let's see if I do math. $125. So now with the same one customer, so let's do this right here. This same one customer is worth $125. So there's so many different kind of like bundles and different variations that you can do to make people think that they're getting so much more value than it actually is, right? Because they're thinking, all right, I'm just going to come on here to buy a makeup kit, but because they're buying that, we can tell them, oh, because you're buying this one product, we want to give you this other product, our highest end product, for half off. Because people associate more expensive things to be pretty much like the best. If they go in your store and they see something for $1,000, you're like, oh wow, that's like their super high-end product. It's got to be super good quality, this and that. And they're like, oh, I don't want to go ahead and buy that. Let me buy like kind of like the middle tier one. And then you say, hey, because you're buying this product right here, we also want to give you 50% off our top product. Maybe not, a lot of people might not buy it, but the thing is there are going to be people that also go ahead and buy your top product, right? So there's a bunch of different ways that you can go ahead and increase your average order bundle or average order value by just doing some sort of bundles and deals and offers. And yeah, you kind of want to play around with all of these things. There's so many different ways that you can do this. Now, the next one that I want to talk about how you can also increase the average order value of your customer is by SMS and email, right? So when someone buys from your store, you're typically collecting their phone number and their email, right? And say you're doing some sort of like a niche store, you're kind of like in beauty, right? You're in this beauty niche, and maybe you're selling a makeup kit again, right? This is your, I'll just do MK. This is your makeup kit, and you're selling it for $50. And say that Jill buys your product for $50, right? And maybe 2 months down the line, you kind of come up with like a new makeup kit, like version 2. Let's do MK2. And this product is now you're selling this one for like $75 because it's like the newest one. You can then, and then again, it can be kind of the same thing, just a little bit different. And maybe you're getting it for the same amount, right? Maybe this costs you $10, and maybe this one still also costs you $10. But now what we can do, or actually, let's erase this. Because let's say we want to sell this to Jill for $100, right? So we're saying our new makeup kit is now worth $100. What we can do is just, let's do Jill right here. What we can do is send Jill a text message saying, hey, or let's write this out. Hey, I'm not going to write that out. That's going to be a lot. We can say something like, hey, because you bought from us, or you could say something like, hey, thanks for being a loyal customer. Because you bought from us 2 months ago, we hope you really love the product, this and that. Obviously, you want to write the copy better. I'm kind of just spitballing. But say you're like, hey, because you bought from us, because you're a loyal customer, we hope you were really happy with your product, this and that. We want to offer you 50% off our version 2 makeup kit, right? And now they see that it was originally $100. They see $100. They put this perceived value as a lot higher than the other one, because the other one was $50 originally. Right? And then you tell them, hey, we came out with version 2. This one's even better. It's $100 original. But because you bought the last one, we want to cut it down to 50% off just for you. Maybe you don't have to do that drastic of a discount, but we say it'll be half off, right? So now it's $50. Most likely, Jill's going to go ahead and buy it. And that's all because we sent her out an SMS or maybe even email. You could do both. We reached out to her. We said, hey, we have this special offer because you bought from us in the past. We want to give this to you for 50% off. And again, this is also having to do with bundles. So you can really kind of get creative when you start thinking about bundles and reaching out to old customers and having deals. But the thing is, in reality, you're just messing with numbers. It's kind of just psychological, right? If you come up with a product that's $1,000, the thing is, everyone's always going to think, oh, this has to be very, very good because it's worth $1,000. Right? And then you can kind of just do something in deals and kind of make people think that they're getting such a good deal when in reality it's just made up numbers, right? It kind of sounds messed up to say it out loud like that, but yeah. But this is essentially how you can go ahead and create this is essentially how you can go ahead and get an M4. This is how I was able to go ahead and get an M4. But the thing is, I want to go back to talking about the path, because it kind of all comes full circle, right? Because the thing is, you can go ahead and watch this video and see the funnel that I just broke down for you, and you can start to implement what I just told you. But the thing is, a lot of you guys are going to go ahead and be like Timmy again, right? You're going to watch this video. You're going to go down the path a little bit. Okay, you're learning. And the thing is, you're going to hit multiple brick walls. You're going to say, oh, this is getting too hard. I'm not seeing any results. This isn't for me. And then you're going to stray off to the next business model like we talked about. Because again, all of these business models, they all work. Every single one of these works. It's just whatever you stuck with the longest, right? So a lot of you guys are going to get stuck up here, and they're just going to move on to the next thing. What you need to do, again, you want to stick with it. You want to keep going. And the thing is, I promise you, with everything that I have, as soon as you hit that first milestone, that first maybe in your goal, maybe it was 5K, right? Maybe your biggest goal was that I want to make $5,000 in 1 month with my e-commerce store. And say you hit that, immediately you're going to think, this works. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep going with it. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And low key, this kind of happens after like your first sale. I remember for me, I made my first sale. I was sitting in my room and my parents are downstairs and they're just like watching TV on my computer, like just working. And I just hear on my phone the Shopify change sound. I freaked out. I ran downstairs, ran to my parents, showed my dad, showed my mom. For them, I made like $50, and they were just like, "All right, cool." Like, made $50 online. But like to me, the reason it felt so good is because I put in all this work. I was going down the path for so long, seeing so much failure, and kind of just doing the same shit over and over and over again until it worked. Right? I wasn't doing the same thing over again. I was tweaking things. I was improving. I was learning. I was doing all of these things to get the goals that I wanted to. And I finally got the result that I wanted. And the thing is, once I hit that first kind of like, oh shit, this works, you don't want to stop because it becomes like it's an addiction. It's like you don't want to stop this feeling. You want to get this feeling again. So then you start chasing for the second sale, for the third one, for the fourth, for the 10th, and you just keep going and keep going. And the thing is, you're going to subconsciously just keep going down the path. And that's essentially what it is. That's essentially just the way business works. It's just sticking with it the longest. The people that are most successful are the ones that are always in the business the longest, right? Look at people that have generations of wealth with the same like business, right? A lot of these people that are super, super wealthy have just been doing the same one business for the longest time. And that's why they're successful. And the same thing with everybody else. If you pick one thing, you need to just keep sticking with it. Don't change it. Just keep going. Pick something in the beginning, stick with it, and keep going. The only way that I would genuinely say, okay, switch what you're doing, and it's like, if you're doing everything and it's not working for you, if it's working for you, don't fucking change it because you already have the skills. Too bad. You picked what you picked. But if you're doing everything and you're making money and the thing is like that, or maybe you're not making money with it yet, the only time I would ever say to switch it is if you genuinely hate what you're doing. If you hate what you're doing, then switch it up. Don't keep doing it. But if you can tolerate it, then it's fine, right? This isn't, everyone always tells you, oh, you want to do what you're passionate about. It's not going to be a job if you're passionate about it. I'm not fucking passionate about e-commerce. I'm not fucking passionate about sitting on my computer. I don't care. What I care about is making money so I can go ahead and do the things that I actually want to do. Right? That's what we care about. Same thing with every entrepreneur. Nobody is passionate about the shit that they do. If you tell me that guys that run an SMA that make $100K a month enjoy talking to their plumber clients, enjoy talking to their like nail salon client, nobody enjoys that. Everybody just wants to make money so they can go and do the things that they actually want to do. Right? That entire do what you love is just bullshit. Like, yes, maybe you want to do things. There are like people that do want to do things that they genuinely enjoy. And the thing is, there's very few people that are lucky enough to do that and also make good money, right? Like athletes, like that's something that they love, that they enjoy. But the thing is, at a certain point, it also becomes a job for them. It's the same thing with this. You just need to do what needs to get done. That is it, right? So unless you genuinely hate what you're doing every single day, don't stray off the path. Stay on the path, keep doing what needs to get done, and you will get the results you need. That being said, that's going to be it for the video. Again, if you guys want to go ahead and get the custom pre-built Shopify store, the link will be it'll be the first link in the description of the video, so you guys can go ahead and get that and get your e-commerce store started today, less than 5 minutes. But that's pretty much going to be it. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. If you guys want to see more videos, other things that you guys want to see, let me know in the comments below. I'll create some videos about that. But again, that's pretty much going to be it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.